right-hand side, Pompey in possession, looking down the touchline. Lang is chasing it, that's asking a lot, that ball. Oh, but Lang's going to get there, and Pompey break into the penalty area. Lang, could he pull it back? Lang, great chance for Pompey, still there, and they score! Freddie Potts!
Here we go. It's the Pompey Pod with Mike and Dan, and it's a victorious Pompey Pod this evening. We have a victory to talk about. Dan, how good does that feel?
Yay! Excellent.
Yay!
Yeah.
This is 15 minutes of pure positivity. So stick around, get involved.
15 minutes of a log, isn't it?
15 minutes later, didn't even last 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Pure positivity.
Yeah. That's
From
gone.
here on in, it is. Why not get involved with the Pompey Pod on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter? We are at Pompey Pod on all of those things. Subscribe, like, and share with your friends. One person who did do that, Dan, is
local radio DJ. Then one person
who did do that is
Yeah.
Jay Kendrick. Jay is one of the over 1,000 followers we have on Facebook now, and Jay has won himself a Pompey shirt. I know he said signed, and it's not signed; it's just straight from the shop.
Yeah.
So Jay, we haven't had you yet. Please get in contact with us because we have a shirt to send your way. Well, we need to order it, but
is there a cut off? Has he got to respond?
is there a
by
cut off?
certain-
No, it's not. It's going to be a
date?
full length one.
Oh, that's
No, we've given him a couple of weeks, I guess, and he was chosen at random, and he is our winner. So QPR, thoughts on the game, Dan?
Yeah. Well, it was a win, wasn't it? So
It was a
that's all
win.
that mattered. Yeah.
That is the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. I thought we were okay. I don't think we played brilliant, but we didn't need to. I thought, and obviously I don't want to be too negative, but I thought QPR by far the poorest team we've played this season. Pretty much
100%.
every team's been better than us, whether they've beaten us or not this season. We've struggled, but I thought, QPR didn't really offer much, did they? They had that spell after they scored where they had sort of 2 or 3 half chances, didn't they? But then I think as soon as we equalised, I thought it was quite an easy game, really, in the end.
I was trying to think, and I haven't watched it back. I haven't watched any of the highlights back, apart from since Saturday. I watched the highlights after the game, 2 or 3 times after the game. I can't remember them really having a clear-cut chance in the second half. Can you?
No, definitely not second half. They had the one in the first half, didn't they, when that chair ran through and tried to do a clever lift over Schmidt.
Yeah.
He should have just gone for power or knocked it around him. But no, second half, I think sort of.
I suppose he did. He had
target weak shots, but nothing.
Yeah, nothing of note. He actually also had that run through, didn't he, where he could have taken it on his left foot, but decided to try and cut back on his right. And
Oh, that's right.
But even then, it didn't get a shot off in the end. It was just kind of like it was a bit. I suppose if he had a bit more pace about him and a bit more confidence with his left foot, it might have turned into something a little bit more dangerous. But I thought it was good. I thought we defended very well. I thought
we did. Yeah, we did.
As a unit,
McIntyre and Paul were really good. I thought they were both excellent. I thought McIntyre definitely his best game since he's come back.
I thought he won everything, didn't he? In the air, he won absolutely everything.
Yeah, really good. But I thought the whole team was pretty solid. No real bad performances. Well, apart from one, but
we'll come to that in a minute, because obviously during the game you mentioned it a couple of times. I think I know who you mean. Just while we're on the subject of McIntyre, so obviously before the game we spoke about Fry, however, whatever his name is, being a big unit, and he was a big unit when he looked like a kind of light heavyweight boxer, but didn't really. As I say, I thought McIntyre won absolutely everything in the air.
Yeah.
And he didn't. Paul did, and again, consider neither of them are big centre backs.
No, they're
Paul's
not.
5'11", McIntyre 6'1". Fry didn't have a sniff, did he? I didn't think.
Not really, no. No, I thought, both of them really good, very
Absolutely,
solid.
Absolutely solid. Yeah,
I thought the QPR left back had a bit of a mare.
Yeah,
certainly. I mean, obviously gave away the penalty, but I thought the first goal was really poor as well, because it was the ball from Williams on it down the line to Lang, And he tried to play the man, didn't he? Just tried to come across Lang,
Yeah.
just completely left the ball.
Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Lang did
But,
some sort of David Copperfield move on it. Like,
yeah. But
What?
then, so I thought that was bad defending. But then Lang did really well, didn't he, to
really
pull the
well.
ball back. So I thought it was
Well,
class.
do you know what I thought Lang did really well on as well? And it's not really been mentioned in any reports or anything. But what he also did is not only did I thought he was really calm when he took that on. He obviously went into the box. He then also sat down a defender.
He did,
a half dummy to pull it back. Defender
That's
went down, and then he's kind of. And I thought he was going to run it off. I thought, but he didn't. It was perfect. It was kind of. Obviously, we got a little bit of luck with the ball falling back to Potts, and Potts popped it in. What did you think of Freddie Potts all the way around the gap?
He was.
That's how we talk.
Yeah, I thought the two that we mentioned, Paul and McIntyre, and I think also Potts and Lang were the four standout players. I thought Potts was really good again.
Quality.
Just solid, didn't he? Just does all the running, does all the hard work, got a goal, which was a bonus. But I thought it was really good. Don't often give the ball away.
And we saw it a little bit on the Sheffield United game when obviously it kicked off at the end there, and you said it was possibly because Potts left his foot in. He left his foot in a couple of times as well in this one, didn't he? One he got booked for, and one I thought a little bit unnecessary, but I kind of liked it because it showed a bit of aggression, but it was a little bit unnecessary on Dembele down in the corner where he gave a free kick. But I like that about him. I like his little bit of fire.
Yeah, you got to have that, haven't you? If you're in the if you're in that position, we've had a lot of them. Morel, Robertson. They're all like a booking, don't they?
Yeah. Sean Derry.
Mick Kennedy.
Martin Paul. Okay. Keeper. How much is their goal his fault?
I don't think we can blame it entirely on him. I thought defenders should have done better. I thought it might have been a foul on Paul, but I saw a replay of it. At the time, I thought it might have been a push on him by that Fry. But then when I saw it again, he sort of had just put his arms on his back, and I was just, you're not going to get a foul there. But I think Schmidt, he came out, headed it, didn't he? But just didn't get enough on it and just made it easy, I thought, for the guy to just lift it over. But I don't think you can, Dembele, to completely blame him for it. I think it should have been cut out by the defence in the first place.
Yeah. I was thinking if you're a keeper and you make that decision to come that far out, you've got to get a lot of purchase on it, and I don't think you really want to be putting it back in the centre. You want to be kind of
just whiffed it up the air, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, I think it just sprung off his hair, didn't it?
Yeah.
Just got a little bit of bounce off his hair and back into the danger zone. But again, basically we've said this about Norris before. Basics about goalkeeping is you do get it away from the centre of your goal, and I know it's different because he's outside of his area. I'm sure you want to be putting it towards your right back or left back. It would have been more natural to probably go to your right back sort of area, that place. But to put it back in the centre of midfield, where there's bound to be bodies there, isn't there? It's dangerous, but it was a good finish, I think, from Dembele. To be fair,
it was a good finish.
Calm, but it was. I saw someone say this was one comment was this was a League Two level match, which I could, if they were neutral, I could understand. It wasn't the greatest of spectacles, was it? It was a little bit long ball at times, but it said League Two level match. Both these teams will be relegated this season.
Okay. The first part I disagree with. I don't think it was quite League Two level.
Okay.
But I think the second part I think is quite valid, isn't it? I think if you saw both teams, they didn't look great, but
it wasn't one for the neutrals, was it?
No. It's early days, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And then I think Lang made a massive difference. It's just great to have someone who can create something, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. It's very good. Very good. Do you think this is the start of a run? Obviously, we've got Cardiff next, Sheffield Wednesday. Cardiff,
Sheffield Wednesday, Preston
smashed Plymouth, but
yeah,
getting players back now.
Yep, they're winnable, aren't they? They're certainly winnable. I think, like you say, the Cardiff game is going to be completely different now that we both won on Saturday. I think hopefully it should make it a better game, really, because before that, both teams have been doing rubbish, but both teams winning on Saturday might make it good battle tomorrow night. Both teams are up for it.
Yeah.
Got a bit of confidence.
Do you want to pop a prediction for that?
No, I don't.
No.
Although didn't we say 2-1 last week? I think we did.
We did say 2-1. Yeah. We did say 2-1. So we were spot on with our score prediction there.
I don't know. I don't know. Two away games in a row, 6 points is a big ask, but yeah.
We also said it was a must win, which some people disagree with, but I felt it was a must win. It was definitely a must not lose, but I think Cardiff is now a must not lose because ultimately all those teams around us. I can't remember what that comment was, but somebody put, "Oh well, we've got 36 games left. Does it mean every single one's a must win?" Well, no, because the must win games. Just to explain what I mean by that is that the teams around us, such as your QPRs, Sheffield Wednesdays, Prestons, Cardiff, Plymouth, people like that, they're the must win games, aren't they?
Yeah,
we must beat those teams.
Yeah.
I think we've already bonused by getting a point from Middlesbrough, getting a point at Leeds. Probably they're points that we probably wouldn't expect to have got at the beginning of the season. So they're bonuses. And we've lost to teams that maybe you go, okay, well, maybe, with the exception of Stoke, obviously, because that was shocking, that we probably wouldn't have necessarily have put down points at the beginning of the season. But yeah, these are must-win games, I think. Yeah. I think Cardiff away is a must not lose, and we should be beating them at home. If we can take 4 points off the likes of Cardiff, QPR, Sheffield Wednesday, Preston, etc., we'll be all right, I think.
Yep. I concur.
Good. It wasn't a great performance. We had just over 30% possession. We had less shots on target and less shots overall. But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is the result.
And it was the most comfortable I felt in all of Pompey's games. I didn't think.
Were you comfortable? I wasn't comfortable at all.
I didn't think. Yeah, but even
6 minutes of stoppage, I was like, oh my God.
Well, that's it. Yeah, but even then, it wasn't like they were piling on the pressure, was it? That was completely different to the other games. When I saw that as well, 6 minutes, I thought, oh, come on. But yeah, even then, there was I don't think there was any chances in those 6 minutes, was there?
No, there wasn't really. There's nothing of note. I remember them trying a long throw and barely getting into the area at one stage. But yeah, it's good. 3 points on the board. We are not bottom of the league after 10 games. We do have our first win in 10 games, and it's now on to Cardiff, which will be, when this comes out, which will be Tuesday early evening. The Cardiff game will be very, very shortly after that. We will round up our social media in just a moment, but later in the week, we'll also be back with a preview of Friday night's Sheffield Wednesday game. That's win. Got to be beating those games. Yeah. Got to be beating those games. Got to be winning those games at home. And okay, social media roundup very quickly. Man of the match, according to our social media, our Facebook followers, Freddie Potts got it just ahead of Callum Lang.
I was disappointed to see McIntyre not get any votes, but yeah.
Yeah, I thought McIntyre was brilliant, but you can see why it's two-way between Potts and Lang.
Yeah,
I personally would have gone Lang just because of contributed in both goals, and he was the difference, wasn't he? He was the difference maker. But fair enough. I can understand why Potts got it.
Yep. Lang well on the way for his Player of the Season award.
Yes. Yeah. Is that the one you predicted early doors?
No, didn't I say? I said McIntyre, didn't I? I said when he comes back.
Oh yes, you did. Yeah. You did. Okay. Elsewhere in social media, well, I'll let you. Who's now following us, Dan? Who is now following us?
Oh, only a Pompey legend.
Ledge?
Yeah.
Which ledge is that?
David Norris, isn't it?
David Norris,
scorer of one of the greatest goals in Pompey history, recent history.
Yeah. Absolutely. David Norris, the David Norris, not just a David Norris. It is the David Norris, scorer of the 92nd minute at the wherever that ground is called. Yeah, David Norris is now following us, and if you're watching this, David, you're welcome on as a guest if you like. Please do.
Yeah, well, I spoke to him the other day, and I thanked him for following, and he said, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, mate. I'll follow any shit. I like anything on Facebook."
And to be fair, if anyone is still watching at 15 minutes in, then fair play to you. Well done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Final thing on social media. I love a bit of social media, and I love a little bit of discussion about football, Dan. But at what point is it that people on social media started confusing their opinions with facts when they start saying that anybody who doesn't have that opinion is incorrect? Well, that's how discussion works, isn't it?
Well, that's social media for you, isn't it? That's just people on. Yeah.
Because according to social media, some aspects, Shaughnessy has definitely fallen out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
With Mousinho. Apparently, also Tom Lowry has. But I thought you came up with a very good retort to that. Why, therefore, did Shaughnessy warm up, get kitted up, be put in the team sheet, even if it isn't for the fact that they then pulled him out? Think how McIntyre, who wasn't named in that squad, then feels if he was just part of the makeup of that whole room.
Yes. Yeah, I think it was just that. Yeah, so Shaughnessy and Lowry had both fallen out with Mousinho, wasn't it? Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, apparently.
And Shaughnessy is going to be going to Wigan.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that detail.
Yeah. And what was it? Didn't want to play. No, I can't remember. Something about.
No.
So yeah. So that's what's happened to Shaughnessy. But it wasn't so much that. It was just the way it was sort of saying to us, well, you should know that as a podcast. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't know anyone that's mentioned that other than that person. Everyone I've spoken to in relation to Pompey and fans haven't said anything of the sort. They've speculated, but nobody said that
this is definitely happening.
Yeah,
this is definitely happening. If you're watching this and you do have some, I'd like to say some sort of proof that is a fact or is a conversation that's happened, then I'm open to it. I'm open to hearing and seeing evidence about it. Hearsay, anyone can make up some hearsay, no matter how good a pal they are, it doesn't necessarily mean it's true, does it?
No matter how good a band they were.
No matter how good a band they were. Yeah.
I thought that's what he was going to say then.
They were good. They were pure and simply the best.
They were.
that was a mixture.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is it from the Pompey Pod for this week. We will be back later this week with a preview, as I say, of that Sheffield Wednesday game at the weekend. But we have got 3 points. It took 10 attempts, but we now are the championship winning side. That is our first win in the championship since April 2012, when we beat Fulham by the same score, 2-1.
Crikey.
4,600 and something days I saw earlier. But most of those we weren't in the championship. But that is it. We'll see you a little bit later this week. Play Up Pompey. Goodbye.
Bye.